Cherry! Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Hi. So, before we begin, just a few little admin stuff. Nothing major, honestly. Just me saying that hopefully we'll probably play some Silk Song tomorrow, and depending on how the gacha updates go, you know how it is. My primary content is gacha content, so I am a slave to the updates. Still, depending on what updates, I might decide to do a new game on Thursday and Friday. All depends on how things update, obviously. Still, without further ado, let's get right into Genshin, because I am excited, and I don't know about you. I want to see where the event goes next. Plus, new month, have new roles, new things, so I might actually have Varka this time. I hope. Wish me luck. Anyway, let's get started. Wapa. Hello! Oh, and we just double check here. I got this. Have this filter, but it keeps resetting. My OBS always has these weird glitches with it. Oh, okay, that is actually working properly then. My OBS has a lot of these weird glitches that I really wish it didn't have. Oh, hey Scar, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. So let's continue the main story of the event. Let's see, the reunion without tears. Alice has used her magic to conjure a bubble that recreates. Yep, and then we have. Darn, I thought. Well, then thought. Thanks. This is probably going to be a shorter stream. I could have sworn that the section was that both parts were out, but looks like I underestimated things it had. That's unfortunate. Still, at least we can do part 2. Let's go see if Varka is doing and how paperwork hell has been treating him. Okay. Over here where I live, it's also been a bit chillier than usual. I don't know what happened, but over the last few days, it suddenly went from night. Oh.
We made it! Wow, the whole gang's here. Even Master D-Luke.
Yep, even D-Luke.
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
And is he being stoic and solemn here, or has he just fallen asleep?
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you?
Very mature, and honestly very true.
And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
Varka, my man, did you not get any sleep last night?
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grand Master came rushing back at once.
Ah, yes, you're no longer on expedition anymore. Now you actually have to do your job.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
Oh, so you didn't end up in paperwork hell.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover. Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
Yeah, honestly, so was I. I thought you were just going to go through paperwork hell and you'd just be crushed by it. but I guess Jean kept everything nice and on the ball.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time.
I have a question,
Ask
actually.
away.
If everyone could experience the story in the bubble, there shouldn't be anything in there that only I can do, right?
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears?
Yeah, exactly. Only I could have done that.
That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things.
So basically we are doing some edits so that we don't tell the full story.
The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Or you can draw a sword and charge.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble.
Please do not use Klee as an example or as the baseline, because Klee is way stronger than the usual
The
child.
parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Understood. Let's see what's
Speaking
this
of
about.
Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Aww, that's so cute. Klee is quite the enjoyable kid. I love her. Alice and Klee. Yep, exactly. Klee is a cute child, and for all her complete and utter insanity, Alice is a great mother.
That checks out.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight's story firsthand.
Now, a reunion without tears. Let's enter the bubble world. Wah ba 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 ba. So, what do you think is going to be different this time, chat? Because
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
okay, so we're in the church. So, if I remember correctly, this was when we stole the sacred lyre. What?
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now. Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the holy lyre?
Yep, that's the section. And we're sure we want to expose this little detail, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others? Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes D-Luke now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late.
Ah, I see. So rather than us stealing the lyre and then the Fatui taking it, it's the case of, oh no, the Fatui are stealing the lyre. Hey, T-Bone, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy things. Hee hee. Oh, it's fine. Just started the story quest. I'm planning to do the story quest, then try some more Varka rolls with the very, very limited funds I have. Exactly. Also, I can't remember if you're... Yeah, this is Act 2, exactly. This is Act 2 of the event. I honestly thought Act 3 was out by now, but looks like it's due tomorrow. Guess I'll probably do another short stream then.
A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre.
That's fine. I understand. Lurking happens. And I'll say it when we've words, English. When we've gotten past. Yep. Thanks. I can't remember if you're followed or not. If you're not, don't forget to follow. See ya.
Come on. Let's go help the knights.
Hmm.
What
Hehe.
is it?
Fantastic. Then I hope you enjoy the stream.
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend D-Luke.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
I mean, we're in a fake world. Where do you think it's coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
Or there.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story.
Yeah, we're not including the part where we broke in, stole it, then it got stolen from under our noses.
After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
Oh, I can imagine it would turn into a fight.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Yeah, I can understand that. Perfectly fair. Yeah, we're trying to keep things faithful here. We don't want to cause things to go completely crazy.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
Now, if I remember correctly, this was a bit of a stealth mission in the original game. Well, in the original... let me rephrase that. The first time we did this was a stealth mission. We snuck around and they had fun with the basic stealth mechanics. They don't really do that much these days.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
And of course, we're gladly throwing the Fatui under the bus here.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
This looks more like a comedy act.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
Why is Cyrus playing Fatui, member?
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Huh, let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear.
I like how you can sort of hear this as if it's programming. It's less of a case of magic and more of a case of, okay, this program does this program does that.
I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Just need to sneak through the fight, right?
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. So rather than sneaking around, but I want to hear any dialogue. So let's see, Rosaria and Barbara.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then. Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
Alright, so... Then we have... the Varkas.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
Well, we might need to go to the Mayor Javari at some point.
I think I'll pass.
Oh, come, don't be like that, Cyrus. I just want to see the...
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
I'm always up for a duel. As long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
As I said, it's just fun looking at seeing the extra little bits of dialogue and interactions. Are there any more?
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
Okay, that's an interesting way of phrasing things, but okay. Annalise?
Dare you stand in our way? You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough.
Okay, they're definitely having fun where they can just pretend to be Fatui. Any more dialogue over here? Alright, nothing more. And... Lisa and Albedo.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
And now, who is the Harbinger? I think I have an idea, but who...
The Holy Liar! There it is!
And 3.
Well, well, well.
Honestly, not surprised it's her.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
Amy, Fischl, you're having fun, aren't you?
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
He's always so
Put the
silly.
liar down.
He's always so silly.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
Yeah, Fischl is the exact type of person who would fashion it and go full-on overboard with that type of thing. I hope they unlock that as like an extra accessory.
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson as I am.
Well, you're a bit bigger, but close enough, Oz.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The holy Liar der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
The bad acting is just hilarious here. I enjoy it when you just see the characters is playing the part, and imagine the voice actors where you have to voice act your character badly acting.
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Amber! Oh well, gliding time. Let's glide. Hello! Amber, you can't beat me. I'm very fast myself. You fool. The best way to do it is to fall, catch yourself, fall again, catch, go, go.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
So, who cares? Whoosh. Whoosh.
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
I'm right behind you, Amber.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Looks like I overdid it. I'm a bit low now. I'm going to have to... Okay, I'm going to have to do this on foot.
Amber's over there. Let's get ready to land.
I landed a bit early there. Looks like I dropped down a bit too low that last one. So, where'd she go? There she went. Tally-ho! After her. Versus my stamina is low. There's Matus. What?
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
Oh yes, I remember now. In the original time, we then went into this domain, which was the Fatui base, if I remember correctly.
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Well, of course, we have to make it look nice and dramatic rather than basically a cave.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste.
Well, of course, if we're going to encounter the villains in evil dungeons, we have to make these big and grand and evil looking.
So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Oh, right, because the Golden Apple was basically entirely something Alice set up. That was always a fun experience.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, we have to retrieve the Holy Lyre de Hamel.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake.
Well, considering this is also accounted for, we're probably going to face a bit more opposition. After all, Alice wants to make this nice and dramatic. Also, let's see what we're going to be facing here.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet.
Ah, Mona, so you're part of the villains this time.
Let's now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Obviously, she's playing the part of some Fatui agent or some kind. Who knows?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
Yeah, there's no way Barbeloff doesn't know that Mona basically read her diary and is just kind of hiding out in Mondstadt, waiting for Barbeloff to die of old age.
What?
And
How? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
of course, what do you think? They're mages.
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Yep, you were hiding out here for basically no reason.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
How about if I pay you?
Oh, right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
Ah. Ah, I see. So then, here. 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 Then I turn a right. Right. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then I do another right. And another one. And this is 1, 2, 3. Then a left. And bam! Easy peasy.
Nice! We made it!
Sometimes you just have to look at it and take the plunge, a leap of faith. Mika, hey boy. Hello boy, what are you doing?
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Hey Mika. I know I don't really encounter you that often, but hey, how are you doing?
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yeah, but we have to make this nice and dramatic.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
Yeah, but to be fair, everyone's already doing the best at delivering them.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight.
Well, I'm assuming it's because you're kind of a coward.
But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense.
Well, yeah, because you're one random Fatus against about 5 guys.
I mean, Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
And now I'm going to eat a chip.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
Snack food is always delicious. Question for the chat: what kind of like snacks do you like? Like I'm partial for either some gummy snacks and a bit of chocolate balls. I also like these certain types of chips. What about you?
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It's part of the job, Mika.
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And then he runs away.
And off he goes.
Alright, so we have 3 areas to look at. Let's start with area number 1, I guess. I think it's over here. Hey, Mika.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told Pan. I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't anyway. If you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
So Agent, what type of Scar? What type of snacks do you like to eat? So, is this Benny Boy?
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Hey, Benny.
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded. Come on, kid. Let's finish what we started.
Alright, then guess we're fighting Cyrus. We have to make this an honorable duel. Oh, okay. And I just basically slaughtered him.
Okay, you win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Well, of course, because he has a proper team, so I just smoked you.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the Fatui in Sumeru kind of died of hypothermia.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all.
Delusions might also be involved somehow.
Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years.
Oh, this is a follow-up to that quest. Oh, I'm happy to see that we're seeing follow-ups here. It's always nice, even if it pops up kind of randomly.
So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
No problem, Cyrus. In terms of snacks, I prefer chips, also pistachios. Don't worry, it's fine. And YouTube can be like that sometimes, and I'm not the biggest fan of nuts myself. Oh, chips are delicious, though. I do like a good set of chips. I usually swap between something sweet and something salty.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though.
I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Please, I want to see show Bennett's parents around. Any extra dialogue?
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working. How weird.
Yeah, thanks for stepping in, Dad. Guess I'll have to hand it in to Miss Nicole for repairs later.
Yeah, that makes sense. With Bennett's luck, the moment he tries to use anything like a gun, it would never work. So.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Bang. That's okay. Who would be? Is this Klee? This feels, or who would do it? Like, who would be the one to set something up like this? Oh, Darren.
Here first? I'd reconsider if I were you. Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own risk.
Use the force off.
Here we go.
And he is like a truck.
Hey, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan.
Honestly, good idea. Have you as the backup plan. Mini Durin acting as the Dvalin.
Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I'm going to assume it was a temporary thing.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough.
No, you're not. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could probably have cobbled something together of Durin assuming human form to fight us.
Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Yep.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
Okay, makes sense. Mika's name was Guard A, you're Guard B.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
Yeah, that would have been terrible. You're much better as a good boy, Durin. Honestly, I only came this way first because it seemed like a hidden area. Now, let's see who's behind the final door.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table.
Mona? That's Mona.
Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
Multi-purpose negotiation tool. A bag full of money. Hey, Mona.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna have fun with this. Hey, Mona. Here.
I would have thought there was this much more to be made in a dump like Mondstadt.
Hey! Did you just break character?
What? Of course not.
Of course not. Here, Mona. How much are you willing to cough up? The way I imagine my character doing it. Toss the entire bag at her face.
All right, here's the crest. Oh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament.
Oh, you know about that?
Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scryglass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice?
Well, true enough, I can imagine that probably completely changed up your astral projections.
Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
A reminder to anyone who doesn't know, Mona is constantly broke. The thing is, she isn't broke because she makes no money. Mona actually makes a lot of money. She just spends all of her money on more equipment, rare books. It's the equivalent of someone who works a 5-figure job, but lives in a tiny apartment and spends all their money on Warhammer figurines.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
It is nice that they're making a lot of callbacks. Yep, she didn't break... Yeah, she doesn't think it's a dump. I mean, Mondstadt's a very nice place to live.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Yeah, Mona, please, just call your teacher.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
So...
Oh, come on. Enough about that old...
Okay, so no new dialogue there. Okay. I still just love the fact that one of his abilities is just, I leap buildings in a single bound. Or something along those lines. Oh, okay. Now let's open it.
Mika! We have the crest!
Yep, open the door for Tui.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, plus we're going to cut this dialogue from... In the actual finished product, it'll just look like we forced him to do it. Let's see what is beyond the next door.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Okay, so I'm going to... Let's not step on the giant glowing purple runes. But what if I do? Nothing. Aww. Oh, I wanted to step on the giant purple glowing runes. Still, it is... I think we're going to walk into a demon summoning circle, or an official summoning circle.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Trap?
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap!
Yeah, Official is having the time of her life with this, because this is exactly what you'd get the Chunibyo to do.
Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up?
You're surprised by your own trap?
Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
Yeah, pretty much.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this.
Official, we're about to have to beat your ass.
Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
Breaks your character.
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Yeah, unfortunately for you, Official, you're kind of supposed to get your ass kicked.
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true, though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand.
Yep, let's go. What are you gonna call for aid?
Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
Alright, so who am I fighting? Oh. Well.
Look, the ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance.
I see what I have to do.
Group 2, reinforce.
Huh?
Destroyed. This is a very bad pattern, Official.
Group 3, Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once.
That's actually a better idea.
Let's play.
Dodge. Gotta do better than that, Official. Gotta do better than this. That we have? This is child's play oh. This is child's play, Official. I can dodge this all day. Although...
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
On me. Maria sweeping in.
Go! Oz is actually very durable.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Ah, you still can't hit me. Okay.
Just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. Come on, can you do it? Gotcha. Now give up, Official.
I give up. Just don't hit.
Alright, don't worry, I won't hurt you.
I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Because that was kind of funny.
Yeah, this role was perfect for you.
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your Prinzessin's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Maybe we have to beat up Fischl. Before, all we had to do was beat up a Fatui agent, and Fischl has admitted defeat.
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your prinzessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Don't worry. You're up, Paimon.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing, Paimon. And... tap. At least throw a punch.
Ah, it's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. We didn't really need to beat her up, we just needed to poke her.
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Well, that was nice and simple. Although, there is one thing I do want to know. As performance within the magic bubble comes to an end, the actors return to the real world one after another. Varka has the Good Hunter staff set up a banquet in front of the cathedral, inviting all involved to celebrate.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Varka was talking about?
Looks like we get to try it out after all.
Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in.
Oh, I will do.
Grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Oh, I will. I'm gonna yum 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 yum.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
Nope, just noticed that you seem a lot more relaxed. Is it because your boss is now doing his job?
You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all.
You're very much the strict follow-the-rules type.
Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Everyone leads in their own way.
Well said, traveler.
Hey, Barbara.
Barbara? You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion.
Yeah. Meow meow. Hello, Serenity. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. If you're not already followed, don't forget to follow. Hee hee. Meow meow meow.
The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together.
Oh, it goes pretty well. I think we're reaching the end of the second part. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you for the follow there. Every follow makes... Whenever I get a single follow, it's a successful stream in my eyes. Turning of the expedition is a good thing.
I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what everyone has to say. Then we have all the mini-games and the most important Varka roles, because I really want him, and I was only able to scrounge up so much.
Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Oh, I will.
Honorary Knight!
Oh?
Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Of course, that's actually that's one of my favorite spots to stop. Just the on top of statue section.
Of all the places to sit, it just had to be there.
I mean, I sit up there all the time.
Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Don't worry, I have wind gliders. First, let's talk to everyone else. Hey, Noelle.
Noelle! I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us. Just give me 1 second. I need to bring a few crates of drinks over first. But I'll be done soon, I promise.
And that's the problem. Ooh, jellyfish. I've never been stung by a jellyfish, but from what I've heard, it's not pleasant.
In that case, I'll help you out.
And from... Oh, let's see, Jean and Barbara.
Wanna eat at our table? A whole bunch of friends are there.
All right. Let the relaxing begin.
Yeah, I've never been stung by a jellyfish. I have a cat, though, and I've been bitten by him on occasion. Nowhere close, but close enough. Oh, I didn't realize Paimon has a separate spot.
Even though I didn't have a lot of lines, I still had fun. It kind of felt like being back in the Simulanka.
Yeah, I know the kitty doesn't mean it. He's an old cat. I think he's almost 18 yet now. And he has a bit of kitty dementia on occasion.
Acting out a light-hearted script alongside a bunch of friends? It was nice to have a laid-back experience for once.
Quite a change of pace from our experience in Notcry, huh?
Yeah, this was far less complicated.
You can say that again.
Paimon didn't say anything that time.
Don't worry. Paimon will save you a serving of every delicious dish.
Thanks, Paimon. You're a great friend. And now we have Fischl, Venti, Emona, and Bennett.
As the battle hung in the balance, I spoke an incantation from the Emanachreich, broke through their ranks with ease, and thus the holy lyre was mine. 'Twas light work for one such as I.
Yeah, I've heard that story, the whole pee on the jellyfish sting a lot. I don't know the accuracy of it.
Cyrus told me all about it. You were amazing. Having seen it for myself, I must admit, you were quite something, my lady. Why, I bet even Barbados himself would have been hard-pressed to catch up with you.
Yeah, I can...
That was Hexencircle magic, not some incantation, but... whatever. Guess I'll let her have her moment.
Yeah, it is gross and disgusting. I said, ew. Just, ew. Ew. But that's how these things are sometimes. Sometimes gross people are just told to do gross and disgusting things. So, and then you climb up here. Hey, Varka.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course.
This is
You're
quite
welcome.
the spot.
Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure
Mondstadt...
we both deserve that after all this time.
Yeah, Mondstadt does feel like home. For all that I go to Liyue, Nordcry, Sumeru, Inazuma, Fontaine, Mondstadt always feels like the home place to go. Winds meet, but...
You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back.
Well, Genshin, I think, is a fair bit older. It's a very nice game. I haven't played Where Winds Meet, personally, but I know what you're referring to.
The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place.
This is where things began for me in Teyvat. It was the first place I went, first place you see as a new player. Mondstadt always has that cozy home you return to vibe. Still, he is more important to me than any specific place.
I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think, yeah, I can see that when it gives Genshin vibes. It's sort of just the effect of Breath of the Wild came out, Genshin came out a fair not too long after, and then, well, it proved successful, so a lot of other games copy it. Or at least take the rough idea. Oh yeah, I love me some gacha games. If you see my channel, you know I play a lot of those.
I suppose Barbatos could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect.
Yeah, the dragon probably would have... Well, we probably would have had to steal away Dvalin.
Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in that land also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt.
Oh, I see, because I reduced the amount of abyssal energy, that reduced the Wild Hunt threat. Makes sense.
If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire.
Oh, well, if you're thinking about playing gacha games, if I can give a recommendation, play Limbus Company. It is both a fantastic, like, literally the best written gacha game I've ever played, and it is also very, very much player-friendly. And one of its key features is the fact that you can quite literally grind... Okay, so you already know it. I don't have to shill it too much. I guess you're right.
Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we?
My title's just honorary, remember? Not quite sure the Knights can take credit for Natlan.
I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks.
As I said, I recommend Limbus Company. Fantastic game, great story. And also, it is very, 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 very friendly in terms of the gacha, because it basically gives you, essentially you can, you can grind currency that you can use to just buy the characters if you want. No character, well, very few characters are truly limited.
And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? Well, I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
Yep, I again recommend it, and it has some of my favorite characters.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
You say that, but you also sit up here.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
Sorry, the hard stuff is down there, Venti.
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
Oh, really?
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Dvalin. Gong, 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 gong. Drinks up an entire barrel.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention.
Aw, that's sad. I would have loved to just see a dragon get drunk.
The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Oh, it does. Limbus Company has some fantastic storytelling. Some stuff might take a little bit to learn because it's technically the third of the Project Moon games. But if you know enough about it... Oh yeah, very dark dystopia vibes. Very dark dystopia. But the music, fantastic. Characters, great. Very well written.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
Wouldn't that attract even more attention?
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya.
Well, I don't think it's going to be the final stop. My prediction is Snezhnaya is either the third or penultimate stop. It's going to probably go Snezhnaya and then Khaenri'ah. Then possibly be adding onto that Celestia.
The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with that.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Fess up, Venti, you did not... You let that one go. You just let them take it.
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora.
Yeah, Child was very much the fight me! Fight me! Sort of guy.
But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Yeah, they made the agreement, which, again, makes me very suspicious about the specifics.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
Yeah, it looked like that way, but there is no way Venti just let her take it that easily.
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it.
Yep, that's exactly what I think. Venti let her take it.
I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
Yeah. Oh, I do love the art style too. People often focus too much on big flashy graphics, but a decent art style can go a long way. Plus, it does wonders with your system.
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
So that's the full story. Yeah, I still don't fully buy it. I think Venti let her take it regardless.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then.
Yeah, and she thought she could get away with the duel to the death before the throne, and then back out on the to the death section.
Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
I had to stop her.
You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. So I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to.
Let's see now. Signora's dead. Sandrone... Okay, technically Sandrone's dead, but we all know she's coming back, but she's probably independent now. Wanderer, aka Scaramouche, is no longer a Harbinger. Huh? Oh yeah, thanks. Thank you. Fun fact, my model with my characters is actually based on a Project Moon Limbus Company OC I have. Cubicle. Anyway, as I was saying, this...
Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
It's going to be interesting seeing her, and the current theory is that she's going to be the Bronya face.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Notcry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
Thank you both. I'm getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt.
If you go over to my X account, you can see actually a character sheet that I commissioned not too long ago. That will show you how to phrase this? Yes. That will show you what the final design is. This is more of a temporary thing. One day I'll be able to afford a full model that has the full-on design.
But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler.
I won't, Venti. I will not.
The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey.
Yep.
Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that.
The simple example, money. It's expensive. I don't have a lot of money. I have to make do with what I can.
Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night.
Yep.
And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Heh, what can you say? Yeah, unfortunately, assets are expensive and well... Oh, Clea is here!
Dun dun
Dun
dun!
dun dun! Alice, stop encouraging your child to destroy the local ecosystem.
Da, da, da.
This is so fun, Mom!
Oh, I love Clea and Alice. Alice is one of the characters obviously on my target list.
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Oh, hey, Viridian. Welcome to the stream. I've looked at certain things, and it's... Good assets are expensive.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Okay. And that closes this part 2 of the event story quest. Which means, Viridian, you arrived at the perfect time. Because this means that this is lovely spot, that I am going to be doing my roles. Because new month means we got the monthly store restock. So I should have enough for that should have just barely enough. Fish blasting. Alice is a wonderful mother, but she's also a very she's going to be kind of insane when she grows up. Come on, I know I'm in pity range at this point. Nope. Come on. Come to me, Varka. Come to me, my knight. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Alice and Cleve both kind of insane. Come on, I'm so close. I can feel it. Why do you mock me so? Why do you mock me so? Change color, damn you! Okay, last one, then we're going to have to do the other event quest to get more Primo gems. Here he is! He's arrived! He's finally come!
Allow me to introduce myself again, though you're probably bored of hearing it by now. I am Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt's Knight of Boreas. I'm here to fulfill the Favonian pledge. I swear by my sword, you shall not fall while I stand.
And now I am completely and utterly broke. So I am kind of hoping that we don't get a character I want for a good while, because oh my god, that took forever. That took everything I have. I am spent, I am broke. Okay. So, with that said, let's play some minigames. Please don't joke about that. Please don't joke about that. If they suddenly marionette us, I am going to cry. I don't think they are, though. I think, according to what I've heard, that there's Varka, this new character that we might be getting for free. I don't know. I've been seeing things here and there on X. And then there have been rumors that there's somehow a Dottore character pull. No freaking idea how they are going to make us want a Dottore, but they could try it. But regardless, I would be skipping, because fuck Dottore. Anyway, let's try and recoup some of my losses, shall we? So the next one is trigger explosion by hitting first. Party setup. Who they? Zabai. Hello. And let's see, where are you? Columbina. There she is. Or like genuine evil. True enough, some people are interested in like just genuine, these guys are super evils type situations. And while I get it, I get why people like outright evil things. It's not really for me.
Hold the ladder!
Light compels you! Go get it, maiden!
Be cleansed! The sky's clear! The glazed moon shines! Block the dust!
Rebuild! A new moon rises. Flame.
Behold the dawn!
Lofty wisdom will show us the way!
Just fire blindly. Attack with everything we have. I don't know if I'm even hit. And there's no action.
Be cleansed!
Surge. New moons converge.
Be gone, shadow of darkness! All the light!
Divine light, shield them! The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines!
Allow me. Flame. A new moon rises.
Light compels you!
Light compels you. let's do this. Just fire her blindly until I hit something.
Be cleansed. Divine light, shield them.
Okay, and then get this. Hit ultimate.
You got this.
And Horse lady, do thy bid, thy work. Get all my points. I just want to get more points for this. I know this is overseeing it. Thanks. Thanks. I'm happy though. I'm just happy I got Varka now. That was my main thing. Because sure, he might not be like meta from what some people have said, but I don't care. He's a fun character, and fun characters are enjoyable to use. Just got all my stuff. Perfect. Let's collect the rewards. Such glorious rewards. Or it's always as happy when I encounter more stuff. Now, this one is... Oh. I have a team for this. Where is she? Skirk team. Okay. Let's break out my Blender team. The Blender team with... Blender team.
Busted. A little fearless. And never star goes out.
Yeah, this is Blender team for a reason.
A dash of frosting. Quiet now. Game's up. Fun's over. Mine to wield.
Let's just continue do this a little bit until super mode goes away, because now what am I going to attack? Okay, hit. Just got pierced. My sword will be the sword that pierces the heavens, and takes all of you down to the blackest pits of hell, or wherever place you guys were spawned from.
Mine to wield.
I'm not even using the freezing bones. This is just pure Scarf damage. And then Skirk is such a blender. I love her. Like my Skirk is currently very much a glass cannon style situation. But even if she's a glass cannon, she's still, well, she hits like a truck and just like a truck, and it's one of my most effective damage dealers. So long as I can actually avoid getting hit. So unfortunately, the downside about my Skirk setup is that she is also fragile as all heck. It's not as obvious in this situation since obviously I'm using her in this combat, and the enemies are kind of weak, but my Skirk has basically been gone all in on damage, so she just... So as you can see, once the team gets going, it just blends its way through, but the unfortunate fact is that Skirk, if she gets hit, her health bar just chunks like crazy. So, in situations like this, it is more than enough. I've had cases where I fight through a lot of enemies, and well, let's just say that when I fight them, that the bosses is turned into mush and scrap very quickly. So, with the combat side of the event out the way, I think the next one is the rail shooter. Hello. That's what the next two rail shooters are. Okay, next rail shooter one is. Alright, so... Collect the money. Good. I am a hawk. I am a bird. No, that's a bad thing. Accidentally moved the window. Accent. Laser hawk, exactly. Now I just need to kind of do this because I accidentally moved the... I play in windowed mode because it helps. It's a better... I find it simpler for a few things, but okay, there. But I accidentally put my mouse above the window and moved it out the way, which wasn't what I wanted to do. There. Now I've got to get nice and centered again. Oh boy. Here we go again. And let's see here. And Laser Hawk. Exactly. Actually, looking at it, it basically does have a laser on its back. I have a win. I have a blender around me. Take this. This is working out perfectly. Also, I think it's less... Oh no, inverted controls. Curses. It's inverted controls. They're monsters. Ow. Curse you, inverted controllers. Well, that's one way to make it harder. Just invert the controls and make it difficult to do anything. Well, I mostly got there without any issue, though. Fantastic. Oh yeah, it definitely seems to be for movement challenges, although they did utilize this in the Dottore fight. Dottore in that fight is able to do things like go, okay, hey, now your movement controls are inverted. Fight me like that. Or at least for a short amount of time. Which is interesting and certainly a way to do these types of challenges. And now we just have to do... Let's see who we're going to mix a drink for next. So off to Lisa. Scents from another land. Perhaps due to a certain resonance of fragrances. I know who exactly this is. There's a Fontanian character who is kind of honestly a bit forgettable. You see her a bit, but don't really do much with her.
Good afternoon, traveler.
Emily, hello! You are a lovely woman.
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
Oh, you're on vacation? Remember, everyone, for those who don't know who Emily is, she's a perfumer who primarily, makes perfumes and sells them. She also works as a forensic investigator for the police. Just a forensic consultant.
Both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment.
Exactly, fragrances and chemicals.
Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
I'll mix you up a special surprise.
I have faith in your choice.
Is more sensitive to aromas than most people. If I create an unbalanced blend of scents, it might make her uncomfortable. In any case, I should use ingredients that with complementary scents and try to add a dash of Fontanian flavor too. Let's start with a Mondstadt take on Lumidos Twilight. Okay, let's see what that recipe involves. Let's see. It needs tea, fermented juice, and a touch of mint. Tea, fermented juice, okay. The mint needs to be cut into small pieces. Wait. Oh. Small pieces, not small bits. My mistake. And I have to shake it gently. And what kind of cup does it need to be in? A tall glass medium. Let's see. And finally, a veilberry garnishing. The Lumidos Twilight, a refined cocktail from Fontaine that has been described by drinkers as capturing the warm glow of sunset over Lumidos Harbor. Rumor has it that you can still order this gem from the hidden menu at the Rusty Rudder, though it's rare for the bartender to recreate its original flavor perfectly.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch.
I mean, it's not that fancy. You should see what they do in Star Rail.
This tastes like a local variant of a Lumidos Twilight. Am I right?
You're spot on.
The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers, combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas.
Oh yeah, a good mixologist knows what they're doing. And not everyone can be Diona, who is able to literally throw the vilest, foulest shit into her drinks and produce something that tastes delicious.
Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
Guess you're looking for something more avant-garde, right?
Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt.
Okay, so something that's less of a version of something from your home and more something uniquely Mondstadt.
If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
Alright, let's ask a few questions. And so let's start with, how's the work progressing? How's everything been with your perfumery lately?
Oh, thank you for well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges.
Oh, like what?
When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
So it must have been referring to Diona there. Never knew wild berries could have such an effect.
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content.
True enough. Sugar is kind of like a drug in a way. If you have too much of it, it starts to lose its potency. That's why people who have sugary and sweet things all the time often don't realize how sweet it is because they're used to it. Hence why they tend to go for sweeter and sweeter things.
In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster. With some success, I might add.
Okay, oversweet wild berries. Alright, let's talk about the bright and clear sky. The weather's nice today. This is what it feels like to start a conversation with a classic icebreaker.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too.
Yep, it is very nice and calming, if I have to say.
In such conditions, one sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree.
It is. Honestly, I very much like clear blue skies and warm weather. That's mostly from where I live, because South Africa and all that. Although, I will say specifically in Cape Town, where I am from, we do have to deal with some gusting wind, which it can be nice on warmer days, but when it's cooler, it gets very unpleasant. And I have to say, when I'm trying to cycle and then you just get blasted by a big gust of wind really throws you off sometimes.
When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions.
I've never heard that before. How fascinating.
It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that. I'm more of a, okay, let's just add more. My cooking tends to be very much blunt and simple.
Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Okay. Mix thoroughly. Okay. Usual hobbies and... What do you usually drink?
After work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance.
Oh, so you do drink alcohol sometimes.
In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now.
True enough. Again, she does forensic analysis, mostly things like chemicals and scents, but this stuff as well.
Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new.
Exactly. When you're a scientist, always has to try different things. Yes, it is very interesting, Scar.
So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
Okay, light liquor, nothing too strong, so... Oh. Did you buy these flowers just now?
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail.
I can see Windwheel Asterlies, and I think those are...
I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago.
Ah, yes.
In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences.
So, which flower did you use instead?
Windwheel Aster.
I figured as much. It's right there, after all.
The various parts of the Windwheel Aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flowers, stems, and leaves.
Yes, it makes sense why they'd hire someone like Emily to do something like that. People forget that bars and restaurants, especially the higher class ones, go through a lot of effort to make sure their experience is just perfect. And that can include special scents in order to both enhance their food and create a specific vibe.
I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating. Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Okay, let's put our clues together now. Mix thoroughly. We went from talking about the weather to the best way to blend scents. For a single, seamlessly integrated scents rather than those with distinct layers. In which case, I'll need to blend each ingredient together thoroughly in her drink. I should shake it a lot harder to make sure the flavors don't separate. Makes sense? Incorporate the create a new fragrance using Windwheel Asterlies. Apparently, but what's the best way to incorporate the scent of wind? Oh, I think the oversweet veil berries. Berries has added a few complications to Emily's work. She believes as too much sweetness may not be a good thing for the human body. Veil berries are also used in Lumido's Twilight. Perhaps I'll swap them out for something. So, I associate that with this. Okay, maybe not there. Cancel. Let's see. Drinks fruit tea, but she also occasionally drinks alcohol to get a little bit tipsy and spark. So I guess I can add a dash of light wine to the base, perhaps something fruity. So then I associate that with the... Okay, so, so once process the petals further to make the strong base. Seems like a good choice. To make sure everything blends into one, I can finally chop the petals and spread them across the top. Okay, I think I have everything I need. Yep, we have everything. Start mixing. I think I know how to improve your drink. Please bear with me a second while I update the recipe.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction.
Of course. I am the traveler. I'm the main character
Perhaps
here.
you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Not so. Let's add some tea. A bit of fruit wine. Find some fermented juice. And some chopped up petals for... Next, I believe I'll need to... Let's chop up the petals into small pieces. Don't want them to be too small so that they're powder, but we want not too big, they just cover things. And she wants us to shake it vigorously. Let's give it a nice vigorous shake. And finally, we want to put in the two-tone gloss, right? Yep, the double-walled gloss. And any garnishing except veil berries. I think a small lamp grass does the work. Yeah, that looks nice and good. Ahem. The Lumidos Twilight Special Blend. Based on a Lumidos Twilight, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Emily. The perfumer from Fontaine told you that excessive sweetness makes people drowsy, and she prefers to enjoy just a light touch of tipsiness. Clearly, knocking a guest out at the bar isn't a bartender's main goal. One day, on days of gentle wind and clear skies, heightening senses can amplify the flavor of a perfectly harmonious drink. Perhaps by the air of fragrance, you developed this subtle and elegant masterpiece.
Here you go. A new and improved Emily-inspired Lumideuse Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters?
Yes, you clearly know your stuff.
I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry.
Yeah, I never really... Obviously, I don't actually have fancy drinks like these kind of cocktails. I don't drink alcohol at all. So, as you can imagine, I don't go to bars all that often. But I would always I'd love to enjoy some fancy mixes of fruit juice and cocktails.
Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet.
That actually sounds like a lovely name.
The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance.
A perfect name for from a master of perfume.
Really? Perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it.
Yep. Thanks, Emily.
Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding.
I'm happy that you enjoyed it.
This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume.
I am honored.
Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the court of Fontaine.
Same. I look forward to seeing you again too, Emily. I very much enjoyed this kind of stuff the most out of these events. Just chances to meet up again with characters, speak with them, and just see and experience things going on and just small character moments when things aren't that dire. Now the last thing on our agenda for today is not this. Right? Oh. Never mind, we have some more. We have more to do. More drink stands. Okay, I know what I'm going to do here. We're going to go for... Okay, wrong button again. We're going to do the next Echoes of Memory, then do... We're going to do the next Echoes of Memory, then go back to the... Then go back there and do the final character, or at least the next character. So, Echoes of Memory. Enter the bubble world and find things that do not fit in. Alright, so let's look for things that are not supposed to be here in Mondstadt. Let's start by going the exact opposite direction. Knew it! Rule 1 of any type of game. The moment you spawn in, look behind you. So that's 1. Look, help me, little cat thing. Let's see if we can find anything else that isn't supposed to be there. Leben! You're not supposed to be here. Leben! I'm always happy to see you, but usually it's in a different spot.
Hey there, friend.
Leben! Wait, what are you doing here?
We couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the real Adventurers Guild do without her? Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee, that's for sure. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations.
Yeah, no, it's not like she is a robot with multiple
I heard
Catherines.
this whole world was constructed for magic. Incredible stuff. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig's done.
So, same arrangement as always?
Not today, I'm afraid. The funds I need haven't transferred in yet. Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot.
Of course, of course. Give you the stuff I get. The person who does this job is the one who gives me my daily Primo Gems, you know?
True, but it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, why don't I go ask for some, and then we all can have a few?
Fantastic.
But could we even take them back into the real world? That's the question.
Leben! You're one of my favorite characters. I'm always happy when you show up. So let's look around. What else? What else it doesn't fit here? There definitely been a lot. Well, I say subtler, but it's more like there's just more ground to cover. So nothing wrong over here. Here. So let's see if we can find the other locations. And maybe they'll probably have something in the main avenue. They want to hit all the major spots. Like right here. Wild boar. This is the good hunter. They make sticky honey roast. Oh, who's that?
Huh? Weird. Did Mondstatters always raise boars around here?
Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen?
Yeah, I'm wondering that as well. How did a boar get in here?
Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even put this? The sweet madame and sticky honey roast we ordered came to life.
Yeah, that probably would be the problem.
Sorry, what?
So this boar was the sticky honey roast.
That's right. I managed to catch the sweet madame earlier. Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head back and eat. Wait, what? Uh-oh. What is it?
What?
More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a break for it!
My lunch is running away! Oh, that's certainly one discrepancy. Wait. I'm seeing a Fatui tent up there. Why is there a tent here? They got a spot in the Golf Hotel.
Huh? Isn't this a Fatui tent? That shouldn't be here. Wait, but there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
Yeah, they talk about all the latest going on.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful.
Yeah, that's just how these things go.
Guess it's just my luck.
Hey, don't say that, Bennett. It's fine, it's fine.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. Why are they just sticking around?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique.
Yeah, when bad luck is normal, you get a lot of...
It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
I mean, if I had to choose the option of just staying in a nice, cozy kingdom and just discussing rumors, rather than keeping an eye on things, I would choose that over going back to Russia.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
True, and it's not like there's a treasure chest here either.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
Aw. Oh, tea. Thank you. Well, just got some tea. Tea and biscuits, actually. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now let's see if we can find the next discrepancy. Not down there. Kitty, this. Let's see if there's anything over here. Oh, Kitty. No, nothing around here. I think I'd have to go up higher to find it. Nothing that I can see at street level, so I think we're going to have to go get to the rooftops next. Okay, let's climb up. One of the downside. Let's see, where's the good spot to climb up onto the walls? For some reason I couldn't just drop down like I usually do there. Alright, so we're up high. Let's see if we can find discrepancy logs. Forest. Oh yeah, that Forest flower shop. Yeah, these flowers are incorrect. Yeah, they're different. These are not Mondstadt flowers. So, let me check something over here. No, nothing. Let's check the cat's tail. Well, they might have hidden something around here, and I just missed it earlier. All right, I got distracted. I forgot. I saw this thing and I got distracted. Yep, that's Nathan Saurian. Diona, hey! Hey, Diona.
So that's where it was. Diona? What are you doing here?
And his Iktomi you saw her too.
It's my first time seeing these little guys. They're from that land, right? Oh, they're so cute.
Oh yeah, the Saurians are very cute.
Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has the setup I'm used to and everything. Now, all I need to do is make some drinks. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to super weird stuff. I'll get people to lose interest for sure.
Knowing you, Diona, you're going to create something that tastes divine.
Looks like your campaign is going strong, huh? Even out here. Of course, the only thing missing is the cats, actually. They seem to prefer the real cat's tail. But that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive about where they live. Even if the place looks exactly the same, they'll know something's off.
Ask them to add Saurians. It will make it very interesting.
So, Alice said she would find different staff instead. And then these little Saurians appeared. Aww. Bennett gave me a few pointers on how to get along with them. Turns out, there's not a huge difference between them and a cat or a dog. Hey! Then you should call this place the Saurian's Tail instead.
Now there's one more discrepancy to go. What? Yeah, well... Laura's flower shop, but didn't I just take a picture of that? I think I forgot to hit the confirm button.
Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt.
Oh, Emily, hey! It's all... I like that they have these little anecdotes.
Wait, Emily? Huh, it's been a while.
Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers?
We just met her again in Paimon, so it's not really been a while.
Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few samples for new scent ideas, but I wasn't finding anything. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare plants she was sure I'd never seen before. All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to research these plants all I want.
I bet they're probably out of this world.
Nice! That should help you come up with something new for sure.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear, cutting through the full-bodied and dreamlike floral notes.
Oh, these flowers are probably from the Golden Apple Archipelago.
I certainly have a lot to research, so I think I'll be here for a while. Did you need anything?
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstadt. Do you mind if we take a few pictures of these plants? Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Really? That would be amazing. This is my payment after all.
And that's everything. I guess I forgot to confirm my first picture. Yep, let's leave and after finding all these discrepancies. It's always fun just to see these little things. Fun, small, little character interactions. All these little tiny things that really make the world feel more alive, especially when you see just characters doing things unconnected to the player. Quite a lovely scene. So that leaves one final thing. First, yoink, yoink. One big thing here is also the money. Like if Get Mora goes like so quickly. I lose. Okay, let's see. Claymore and muskets. I'm guessing that is Eula and Clorand, right?
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
Hey, Eula. Thanks for your support.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills.
Oh, I am fantastic at this job.
I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddia has prepared.
Have you been working extra hard?
I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonia's annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever.
Of course, because everyone's coming home, right?
As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
Does this mean you're going to get a buff? Because I love your character, but your kit is very much outdated.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Clorand is quite the duelist. After all, she's the champion.
Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives, I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things.
Sounds like you could do with something to replenish your energy.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Okay, given Eula's current condition, it might be a good idea to mix her a twinkling starlight. So I have some fruit wine, a bit of fizzy water, and add wolf hooks. The wolf hooks need to be into small bits. Mixology is quite fascinating to see. And then I have to shake it hard. And finally, I need to put it in a medium goblet. Now, voila! Oh, and a bit of star salt. Twinkling starlight. Right, this special cocktail was inspired by the stunning vistas over Cider Lake beneath the starry sky. Both its color and flavor hint at a refreshing nature, but those with a lighter tolerance should be careful of its lingering kick. She's from Mondstadt, so I think she has high tolerance.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it. Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor, but just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Looking for something with more of a kick?
Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
Well, of course, she's from Mondstadt. Their alcohol tolerance is yes. Just making it stronger won't cut it. I need to rewrite this recipe. And let's have a chat, so I can figure out some
Works
details.
For me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
So, distant snow mountain. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Have you been stationed near Dragonspine this whole time?
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans.
Okay, I can see that. Although, who the hell would be moving a caravan through Dragonspine?
To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl.
We already have a drink like that. It's called chloroform. But yeah, it would take a lot to knock him out. Oh yeah, Dorman Port. They're definitely hinting of that in the future.
Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
Ah, I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern.
Oh right, I just remembered that part of Eula's training regime involves basically swimming naked through the ice water.
It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon.
Now that is one way to make sure your men listen to you. Go through an operation together and have them experience what you just deal with casually.
If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
Hey, new recruits, here, listen to the veteran tell you about his war horror story. Restoration required. Eating on duty. What do you usually eat when you're busy?
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution.
Oh?
They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness.
It does make sense. Make sure everyone is eating properly so they can operate at their best.
In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle.
Yeah, and that's added extra logistics, especially considering you just mentioned that you were, well, out in the mountains doing stuff and had to do without campfires. So I imagine one of the major things you do is basically, canned food probably was a godsend then.
Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
Oh yeah, basically okay, I just open the can, I heat it over the campfire. Sounds pretty convenient.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty.
Oh yeah, that is the problem when you have to with some canned goods.
The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, "This food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Liyue's stove god."
Yeah, that's always the problem when it comes to preserving food. You need to balance out preserving it versus making it actually edible.
In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
Oh, yeah. Someone should... Yeah, is it really that bad?
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue.
Yeah, they just need to make a few adjustments so that it's less of a salt. It's less filled with salt.
Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
Oh yeah, certainly. Like, pre-packaged meals are fine, but proper chef cooking is better. Just wondering, that bottle you're carrying, is it some imported fruit juice?
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle.
Have you been drinking a lot of this lately?
Oh, it's a necessary courtesy. In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clarande, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice.
Sounds like something out of a story.
I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage.
Oh, that's true. In places like Japan or the like, when you do business, or just in business in general, if you show that you actually are making efforts to accommodate the other side's culture, it will win you a lot of brownie points, as they say.
Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice.
Unusual juice. Let's think here. Some rare... And she gave me a bottle to keep. She really likes the fresh fruity flavor. I could probably find a way to incorporate it into her drink. Okay. Rest. With how demanding her duties on Dragonspine have been, Eula probably hasn't had time to fully recover. To help Eula replenish her strength, I can replace the cool-tasting wolf hooks with some warm cocoa. Okay, memorable. Too many salt. Brought up the canned rations have been issued with recently. Apparently they're so salty, they've made her taste buds numb. Oh yeah, way too much salt there. I can imagine that is not a pleasant thing to eat. With that in mind, I should probably remove star salt from the mix. Alright, one of the ingredients was salt. If Eula sees a coating of salt on the rim of her glass, it might make her feel faint. And finally, experience seems to be worth remembering for Eula. I should find a way to reflect that in her drink. Tease out some threads of inspiration. Let's associate this with the unusual juice. Their thoughts on the duel. Every region has its signature flavors, and the sword techniques of Mondstadt and Fontaine have their own distinct character too. I need to find out what Eula thinks. Maybe I should chat to her some more. Oh, this is the first time we talk about... I thought something was missing. How do you feel after your contest?
Oh my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous. Miss Clorand's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontainian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was.
Okay, honestly, that is kind of like an interesting thing. Can you imagine looking in a library and finding newspapers from hundreds of years ago? That's some preservation. I know some libraries have stuff like that, but I can just imagine trying to find it.
A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword.
That sounds like tabloid journalism.
Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Clorand's abilities more than match those descriptions.
Such historical showdown deserves an extra special cocktail.
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I just need to figure out what the hell I do with that.
A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink?
What I've seen, fighters armed with rapiers excel at thrusting attacks. They put a high price on precision and sustained pressure.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
If I were to compare them to a drink, I'd say they're like coffee, bullfruit ice wine, or Mondstadt fruit wine. And they may not overwhelm your senses, but they refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried had a fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
And though you guys cannot see it, my cat is now standing on the arm of my chair. He is looking directly at me, giving me the gaze demanding my attention. Your swordsmanship is different, though. Frodo, what are you trying to do now? Okay, what are you trying to do? Okay. Your swordsman, though, You're like a lead dancer with the claymore, guiding your blade through big sweeping arcs. You only need one hit to unleash an avalanche of destruction. In other words, your style emphasizes forceful impact at the moment of contact.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius blade work, with a bit of personal flair.
You literally dance the tango as you use it. So you're more like a strong spirit that hits the senses hard, then leaves a clean, icy aftertaste without lingering flavors.
Firewater.
Oh yeah, that works.
In recent years, Firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
Then we found the perfect solution
You
together.
really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater?
Okay, let's try replacing fruit wine with vodka.
As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
I kind of hope she gets completely smashed. Okay. Difference. I can represent with this mouthfeel of Eula's drink. Fusion swap, yes. To match the big sweeping also sword fight, a small cup won't cut it. We need something a little heftier. Don't use a small glass. Okay, I have everything I need. Let's do this. Alright, I think that's all I need. I know exactly how to prepare your next cocktail.
I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Whoop. Alright, so let's first add the vodka. That's busy water. Reset. Add the fire water. Then add romaritine. And finally, a bit of cacao. Then let's cut it into some large slices here. Oops. My kitty distracted me. And now finally shake it hard. Okay. Kitty's now in a more normal position. And now we need a large or... Let's see. A medium or large goblet. Nice and big. And finally, let's add a garnishing, a veilberry garnishing. Something, no wait, a good citrusy kick to make the vodka hit hard. Sea Foam Sword Song, based on a twinkling starlight. This novel cocktail was concocted specially for Eula. Eula's swordsmanship is like a swirling waltz. She strikes with the force of an avalanche, yet her finishing flourishes are clear and elegant, and this bold approach is reflected in her drink preferences. To match her style, the drink you prepare combines ice-pure fire water, romaritine power juice, steep in commemorative meaning, and restorative cacao, now to replenish her energy and banish fatigue, creating a true dance of flavors. So, since the blend is inspired by the Spindrift Night Sword Dance, Seafoam Sword Song felt like the perfect name.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
1 second.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my romaritime flower fruit extract.
Yep.
The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Can't wait to hear what you think.
me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully.
Ah, you're already getting smashed on the vodka.
I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true.
Yeah, she's getting drunk.
Can you mix me another?
Of course, feel free to order as many as you like. And so, Eula, lost in friendly
No, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought.
Oh, look, she is hammered. Eula is drunk.
Oh, whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had. I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
Maybe I should go easier with the firewater.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk.
No, you are clearly hammered.
By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off?
Well, you'll probably get some time off once Varka and the rest of the expedition properly settle in. Then we'll have more manpower.
I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Vengeance will be mine. That was amusing. That was very amusing. Honestly. And I think that with that, oh, let me find a good spot to sit. This bench will do. And I think with that should be where we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you for coming, everyone, both on YouTube and here on Twitch. I always enjoy seeing you all here. So excuse me, I think I'll probably be streaming some Silk Song tomorrow. Want to make some more progress, plus, I know I've been putting it off, but I have to jump right into the hell. Well, so until then, thank you all. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye!